Yeah.
If you're blocked, raise your hand.
All right. Ooh.
You know, we found out you were going to be here at 8:40 this morning. And
oh, wow.
How many people have rallied to get here?
Well, I'm glad you came.
Really important issue to us.
Yes.
Unnecessary transmission lines, private companies seeking eminent domain. We want you to use the ICC to look at all proposed transmission projects. This would include it, and make a determination what's really needed and what's in the best interest of Illinois. When private companies start applying for eminent domain, it gets very scary as landowners. And when we're thinking about losing agricultural jobs for a few temporary jobs, that's really scary. And a private company wanting eminent domain, and they're wanting the easements for perpetuity, very frightening. 200-foot wide strip across Illinois. Are we willing to give that to a private group of investors for their use?
Well, I think
a lot of questions that
yes.
we really hope the ICC does a very thorough job, listens to Illinois residents, and does what's in the best interest of Illinois residents, not only landowners but consumers. We do not need to be paying for this cost allocation down the road. You know, we need to be looking at our transmission projects and determining what is appropriate and what is necessary.
Well said. You know, I'm glad you came. You know, I try to get around Illinois as best I can. My grandmother was born in Arlington and lived in Arlington. Matter of fact, when my mother came down for the 100th anniversary of Starved Rock, she wanted to go over to Arlington afterwards. So we drove over there, and it's not a real big town, as you know, but we went through Arlington a couple of times, and we understand how important the agriculture in particular of this county and this area is to our world, not just to Illinois and our country, but we feed the world, so we have to respect our agriculture, our nature. I want our Illinois Department of Agriculture to pay attention on this issue in particular, and I've already instructed our department to do that. Now, you mentioned the Illinois Commerce Commission. I appoint those 5 people, and once you do that, under the law of Illinois, they're like judges. You can't tell them what to do. You try to find men and women of character and judgment and integrity and conscientious. I think I've done that. You know, I started the Citizen Utility Board 30 years ago. It was on the ballot in Peru and Ottawa, I think, and LaSalle. 30 years ago, a consumer group, to make sure that the Commerce Commission got all the information it should to make important decisions. So I'd recommend perhaps touching base with CUB on this particular issue, and definitely from your question you can tell you're well informed, and get summon all the information you can to make sure the Commerce Commission and all the commissioners, I can see you have your sheets there, get the facts. You know, it's John Adams was president of our country. He signed the Declaration of Independence, and he said facts are stubborn things. So it's important to bring the evidence that you know, that you feel in your heart, the Commerce Commission needs to know. I believe in that process, and I think it has to be fair and square.
And we appreciate the fact that they came to Mendota and did a public forum.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, a whole bunch of people weren't allowed in the building because we maxed out. The parking lot was full, and people were turned away, and we didn't get an opportunity. So we're hoping the ICC will come back again to take the testimony.
Oh, wow. So some people couldn't get in that building that night? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, well, now I'll talk to the chairman of the ICC about that part.
Okay.
You know, the fact of gathering information and evidence and facts, I think is healthy. You know, we believe in a government, whether it's in Washington or Springfield or right here in north central Illinois, a government that listens to the people. You know, the people are the government. That's what I believe. And I know along the way when I walk across Bureau County, LaSalle County, and a few other counties and walk across our state, you know, you learn firsthand how important it is to listen up. And so appreciate everybody coming today. I really do. I've been organized.